Hello, hello, you talented stars and starlets. It's your stage mom here, Chantele Francis. And if this is your first time on my channel, then welcome. Make sure you subscribe right down below. So this channel is all about ways to level up in your entertainment career. So if you're an artist, performer, creative, or you just have an unconventional career, well, this channel is for you. You'll find tricks, tools, motivation on leveling up in your career. So today is Saturday game day. And what I was thinking is that we should talk about vision boards, because vision boards, sometimes they get a good rap and sometimes they get a little bit of a bad rap. And they get a bad rap because some people feel as though they don't work, or they're useless, or they look really, sketchy. And so sometimes vision boards are like a dirty little secret that people have, and they have it hiding, in their closet that they take away from their wall when someone's coming over. And so I was thinking of making the vision board something a little bit more aesthetically beautiful, and show you really how to use the vision board for manifestation in a way that is actionable and that will incur results. And so I first off wanted to start just by getting into the energy that we need for manifestation. So just take a deep breath in and exhale. Maybe close your eyes. Inhale. Just get really relaxed. And so I was thinking of pulling a card just to see what energy we would like to focus on throughout this video and what we will put into our vision board. That one. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and I think this is talking about our thoughts, and this is actually one of the most major points within creating a vision board. Now, queens in general, they rule. The swords, they're all about thoughts and ideas. And when cards are reverse, it means that there's a block, an internal block, usually. Sometimes it's external, but usually it's an internal block. So this is telling me that your thoughts are preventing you from being the queen that you are and getting your ideas out there. Okay, so this is what one of the things that we're going to focus on within this video. And one thing that is definitely something that you need to shift and change in order to see results for manifestation. So what is a vision board? A vision board in my world is, little pictures, words, anything that is going to be a visual reminder of a desired reality. And so I actually started one a little while ago. And when I was saying that I wanted that people call it their dirty little secret, I find that it's usually on a big Bristol board and it's all cut out magazine images, and it doesn't look necessarily polished. So I was thinking to do something a little bit different. And so with that, I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of different frames. So they're maybe $1, maybe they're $1.25 or something like that. And so I bought a bunch of white frames in different sizes. And I just started playing around with this one. So this is not maybe exactly what I'm going to do. It's not all glued down yet, but here's an example of my vision board that I'm starting to create. I'm doing a vision board art pieces. And then after, I pretend to maybe doing maybe a whitewash over top, putting some sparkles on top of it, just so that, yes, you'll still get the visual reference, but it won't be as glaringly obvious that it looks like an arts and craft project. And you would be able to proudly have this on your wall in like a nice little pattern. If you have the different, squares of your different areas that you want to focus on. So that's just kind of an example of how I'm starting to work my vision board. So this is a physical reflection of what you want to have in your life. Now, with this card talking about your thoughts and beliefs, it's kind of like when it doesn't manifest, many people never actually believed that it would. And in pretty much every video, I talk about our beliefs, our thoughts are all energy, and our energy is the power behind manifestation. You have to be in the same energy of your desired reality in order for it to manifest. It's just how it is. It's just as factual as gravity is factual. If you drop something from high, it's going to fall to the ground regardless of whether you want it to or not. It's just a factor of this particular reality. And so if you have any sort of belief that it is not going to exist, or it isn't possible for it to manifest, well, the universe is so kind that it's just going to give you exactly what you think, and it's going to give you evidence for you to continue to think that and believe that. So getting in control of your thoughts is the number one thing about manifesting in general. Everything in our life started as a thought. That this frame, this deck of cards, it all was a vision. It was a thought. It was an idea in someone's mind's eye that became manifest. And so knowing that you are the only person that is able to create your own reality, well, A, that's really empowering, but B, it makes you have to be very aware and very conscious of the thoughts that you're putting out there, because the universe is giving you such. So I had been cutting out a bunch of different things. I don't know if they're all amazing or not, but just things that I was inspired by. I'm not sure what I'll be using yet, but things that I find either to be beautiful. I think I love that chandelier, or love the idea of being in that kind of world, a dinner party. What else do I have? I love this dress. It's beautiful. Let's see if I have any more that are more. This word, see that? It says soul. I can flip this maybe later. Soul. What else do I got here? Lots of stuff. A beautiful Black woman in a magazine. More beautiful Black women in a magazine. A hunky, maybe co-star or life co-star. So what do you need to do? So once you start cutting things out. So imagine I'm cutting this out right now. And it could be useful for you to kind of chunk what you are, the little manifestation areas that you're creating. So maybe if I were going to start with, say, this one, maybe if I'm looking to manifest a love relationship or a partnership, I would put all my love ideas on this one. So maybe words of affirmation that are geared towards love, the word love, things that remind me of love, like maybe the dove with the hearts in general, anything that kind of reminds you of love. Now, the key is, when you take these images, to really close your eyes and really think and feel how it would be to have that be your reality. And really just know, you can picture yourself going through walks, if this is your new partner, et cetera, and really experience it as though it's happening now. If you were to look at it as something that's happening in the future, you are unintentionally putting your focus on the fact that it's not happening right now. And that is unintentionally allowing the universe to say, oh, she's focusing on the fact that she doesn't have that relationship right now. Let's give her more of, I don't have a relationship right now, just for her to continue that experience and continuing having that manifestation in the future. So that is one of the other major keys of having yourself manifest, is putting yourself in the feeling of it happening now. I am right now in this loving relationship with this hunk that is my co-star for life. I can feel what it's like. I know what it's like. You can feel it. Now, what things that can could be a little bit of a hang up of your manifestation is not believing, it's too far away from you. It's too grandiose. Say, being on a magazine cover it's just too far-fetched for you to believe. And if that's the case, if it's too far-fetched for you to believe, then you are automatically going to not be putting yourself in the right vibration for you to be able to attract this into your life. B, you're not going to be having the thoughts of the person that would be manifesting or be on a billboard. You would not be that, like that. The person that's on a billboard is not thinking like what it would be like in the future for me to be on a billboard. They're on the billboard. So they have that as their reality. And so that is their belief and that is their truth. And so if you do not have that belief and that truth, it is impossible for it to be attracted to you because it's not the vibration that you were putting out. So if you find that when you say like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on, I'm on a magazine cover and I am, you know, modeling some amazing clothes. If you have any little mind chatter, remember we're talking about these negative thoughts in the mind that are coming in to derail us from our manifestations. But so if you have mind chatter coming up, see what it's saying. What is there not to believe about the situation? And then maybe just shift and just redirect your focus of that particular manifestation for something that is something that you know without a doubt is in your reality right now. So I know that I could be asked to do an article for a magazine, and I might have my image in a magazine. Like I know 100% that it is possible for me right now to have someone call me up right now and ask me if I can write an article and I have my image in a magazine. So yes, maybe it's not, you know, having a designer and have a photo shoot and be on the cover of a magazine, but I know for a fact that I could be in a magazine right now and have an article and have my photo in there. So that's something that I could believe that can happen right now. So if you need to shift it and make it less of a grandiose idea and make it something along the same train of thought and believable for all parts of you, then I would suggest that that would be what you would choose to focus and manifest on, because if it's too far-fetched for you to believe is happening right now, it is not possible for it to happen because you would not be vibrating the energy of the person that will have it happen. So that is really, really important. You have to have your mind be in alignment with your desired manifestation, and you have to feel it, live it, experience it in the now, and doubt-free, completely doubt-free. It has to be a knowing. It has to be an understanding. Now, one thing that is challenging about manifesting things is that we don't necessarily see it in our world right now. And so we tend to focus on the reality that we are seeing right now as evidence that it isn't possible or that it's in the future. Now, just know that everything that you're seeing in your life right now is a manifestation of the past that you had yesterday and the day before and the day before and the year before and the year before. So all your thoughts, ideas, and intentions that you had in the past have created the reality that you have right now. And so know that your thoughts are going to create the reality that you have in the perceived future. Now, I was actually watching this TikTok, and this woman had a suggestion that was really, really interesting to me. And she talked about how everything is happening in the now, which I do believe, because there's no past, there's no future, there's only really right now that you're experiencing. And that when you're thinking about things that happened in the past, it's kind of like a hologram or like a parallel dimension that you are kind of just tapping into and looking back at. And so envisioning yourself in the future, looking back at yourself right now can show you that it's possible for you to change your reality right now, because when you're looking back to the past, you'll be able to see it however you choose to see it. And so that is a way that you can think about manifesting or changing your viewpoint on your reality, because if you picture yourself looking back at your reality right now, you can make it as anything as you want. It's happening right now, so you can shift your reality right now. Another trick that's really awesome, I think I've talked about this in another video, was that imagine or not imagine, but act as if you just received the news of your manifestation right now, or 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, that you just got the phone call of the career role of your life. You just got the email to ask to be on the cover of that magazine. And to know that it's not going to be crazily different than your reality is right now. It's just a phone call away. It's just a moment away. Nothing is going to be profoundly different than your state of living right now. It's just going to have changed. And so I think that we also get caught up that everything's going to be so different. I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel that way. I mean, like, yes, if you're looking for love, you're going to feel different. You're going to feel love all the time. But like, you know, maybe then have those tingly sensations that you'd feel like when you know that you've met your divine life partner, and how that feels like you just met him and you are elated and he looks like him. And you know, you can experience that, because that's a feeling that you can be familiar with, that you can recognize in the moment, and that's not too far-fetched. You can meet that person right now, right this second. You can be on a Zoom call and someone messages you and you start chatting. Like, who knows how these things happen, but making sure that they're not too outside of your realm of like possibility, and putting so much importance on like, I'm going to feel so much differently. You're going to feel exactly the same. Like, everything's going to be the same in your life as it is right now, unless you, I don't know, move or, you know, do something drastic. But like, you know, you're not going to see a crazy difference in your life other than how you are feeling in that moment. And so really focusing on the feeling and getting rid of those negative thoughts, those limiting beliefs, are not useful for you. People say like, you got to be realistic. There's no realistic. Realistic is just oppression. It's just stopping you from dreaming bigger. It's just stopping you from manifesting more. That's what oppression is preventing people from being their fullest expression of themselves. So that is super important to me, is like not allowing yourself to get caught up with the how. The how is just cuts off any possibility of manifestation. All you need to know is the feeling is possible right now. And if I can have that feeling right now, if I know what it feels like to be in a love relationship with my divine life partner, and I just met him 10 minutes ago, and I just know because I got that zing and that feeling, and go through those motions, like the universe can do nothing but give you things that are going to align you with this vibration. It's just how it is. So you have to have it's all about your vibes, and all about monitoring your limiting beliefs, and making things, having things be the belief, something that you can believe in the moment, in the now. Another thing, we were talking a little bit about things, not being able to see it in your reality right now being a marker that it's not going to be possible in the future, or it hasn't happened yet. That means it can't happen tomorrow. Well, I think also we need to shift what are our markers for possibility. And so start looking now for synchronicities and ways that your manifestations are coming. Like, if after you watch this video, you get a pop-up that says like, hey, your soulmate is looking for you, like, watch this video, whatever it is. Or, you know, you see a book about soulmates, or you see two people walking down the street holding hands, or whatever it is. But anything that has to do with love, instead of it being an opportunity for you to decide that it is showing you that it's not possible for you, instead, all those are markers to show you that your manifestation is on its way for you, and that you are deserving and worthy of love, or whatever it is that you're manifesting. Start looking for evidence for your manifestations, and anything that you might have thought in the past was a manifestation showing you that it wasn't a possibility, you have to reframe your thoughts and shift them into using them as a marker for the exact opposite, for it being possible. What else do I want to say? You have to also know that you are totally worthy of these manifestations. Sometimes we feel as though because things have not happened up until this point, we live in a punish and reward society. So if because you haven't received this and you feel as though you should and you've done the work or whatnot, you think you've done the work, well, then you decide like, well, I must not be worthy. I must not be worthy of love. Love must not be something that I'm deserving to have. Or if it's $1 million, or if it's a dream role, or if it's a book deal, whatever it is that we're manifesting. Sometimes we decide to go down this like negative spiral that if it hasn't happened yet, it means that it's A, that it's never happening, and B, that I'm not worthy of it happening. Take out worthiness out of it. You are worthy of everything that you've ever desired in your life, just because you had the thought, because you had the desired inspiration. The inspiration for this desire means that you are worthy of having it. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you are deserving and worthy of having it manifest in your reality. That is just fact. And I want to also say to you that anything you've ever done into your life, you do not need to punish yourself anymore for it. You are still deserving of all the love, the wealth, your desired life is all allowed. You're allowed to have that regardless of anything that you may feel that you need to punish yourself for. The punishment is over. It is done. You can get out of your cage and you can live an amazing life. No more punishment. Okay? That's it. That's it. No more beating yourself up. It's done. You punished yourself enough. Now allow yourself to live an amazing life. One thing also, if you're manifesting something specific, so, if you got your hunky co-star for life, you also want to ask yourself, why do I want this manifestation in my life? And this goes into when you are doing your envisioning and you want to maybe hold it to your heart. You can think about why, the reasons why, it's you would love to share your dreams, visions, and aspirations with someone else, someone that's supporting you, et cetera, et cetera. You go through all the different things, but the why is also really important in your manifestation because it allows you to look at all the benefits that you will receive and be able to share with the world when you do have your desired dream manifest. And so get really clear on your why and make sure it's whenever you're doing any sort of manifestation, you are talking in the positive. You want to stay in the positive. You don't want to say why because I don't want to be alone, because the universe is just going to give you the energy of alone, 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 alone. That's what you're going to be focusing on. So you want to say things positive, like I love experiencing and sharing my life with somebody. You want to be in the positive and in the now will be most beneficial for you. Feeling into it and then knowing that it's meant for you. If you can dream it, it is meant for you. If you desire it, it is meant for you. There's no picking and choosing who things are meant for. If you can believe it, you will receive it. And that is the law of the universe. So believe that you deserve it and you will have it. I undoubtedly, but the belief, you got to believe that you deserve it for sure. We kind of already talked about what you believe, because your negative thoughts and your negative beliefs is going to be representative in what you see in your life. And so really get clear on your thoughts, get clear on what you actually do believe. And if your manifestation is too far-fetched for you to believe right now, then just reduce it and change it into something that's a little bit more feasible for you to believe can happen right now. So just shift it. But maybe in a couple months from now, after you see that, oh, I'm going to be in a magazine, I have an article and my picture in there, maybe then you're like, okay, I can now maybe see myself being in a fashion magazine on the cover wearing designer clothes. Maybe then you can have that level up because you now have seen this manifestation work and you are kind of expanding what you believe is possible for yourself. What else do I got? Anything else? I kind of talked about this a little bit, but you also want to make sure that you can see yourself in this manifestation. Putting it to like into the future is going to keep it far away from you. So I keep on emphasizing that you have to live it, feel it, and experience it in the now, in the positive. I am is a really positive statement that you can use. A lot of manifestationers, coaches, gurus will always speak about the I am, and the I am is a mantra, and anything that after I am becomes real. And so, as long as you believe it, obviously. So I am an author in a magazine, and I am writing my book, and I am. So speaking about I am and what you put after it becomes the belief, and it becomes the reality. And so when you're doing your thoughts, you can be saying like, I am, I have, I feel, kind of would be words that you would want to be using when you're kind of putting your energy into your images and before you put them on your vision board. So yeah, you want to have like go through each picture that you put up there and really feel through what it means to have it, the reasons why you want to have it, and just like what that picture potentially means to you. As I said before, kind of clumping them. So this is what I kind of started, but I think I'm going to change it a little bit and maybe make it just about either love or just about career, and just have all my career stuff on one little thing. And then the other one might be love, and then the other one might be home, and the other one might be vacation. And so you can have all these different squares or different frames that encases your vision for that, your different manifestation that you'd like to see come through. Make sure you put your energy in each single picture that you put on your vision board. Every single image has to have intention, has to have focus, you have to have felt through it. You have to put it on with intention. And then it's just going to be a visual representation of how you are feeling in those moments. And, you can, when you take a look at it, you can also be like, wow, like I love that feeling. It felt so good. And you're going to be reminded of the feelings that you had when you were creating the vision board, or the vision frames, or the vision art installation, or the vision art piece, vision frame piece. I don't know, I'm going to workshop that term, but I think like even just like right now, I think it looks pretty awesome, and it doesn't look super crafty. And so yeah, I think that is it. Let me look. Let me see if I have anything else I want to say. I think that's all I got. I love it. I mean, I love vision boards. I actually even made one for my phone. I'll show you this as well. And so, how did I show you? So another thing that you can do as well is I went and I found just some amazing pictures on Pinterest and Instagram and whatever, anything that had things that I liked and want to see manifest in my life. And so I made a little vision board about it on my phone. And because you see your phone every day, however many times a day, I thought that it would be great to have a little vision board on my phone. So this is what my vision board on my phone looks like. It's not in chunks. It has kind of everything that I'd like to desire right now, but you can be more purposeful with having more space, which will be like these frames. So tell me what you're manifesting. Show me your vision boards. Let's have this manifestation party. Get our vision boards up on our walls so we can be looking at it on a daily basis and feeling inspired and excited about, the reality that we are in right now. We're in this reality right now. It is yours for the taking. Just believe it and you will see it. I promise you that. All right. So I hope you guys are doing amazing on this Saturday game day. And as always, I will see you in the spotlight. Take care.